New Hampshire has become the first state to make a move to keep Donald Trump off the ballot in 2024. We talked in the last segment about the lawsuit that has been filed in Florida, arguing that Trump violated the 14th Amendment and thus is ineligible to run. The Politics Brief reports the first Secretary of State is working behind the scenes to keep Trump off the ballot. New Hampshire Secretary of State David Scanlon, a Republican, is consulting with the state attorney general to invoke the 14th Amendment and keep Trump off of the ballot. I will be asking the attorney general's office for their input, and ultimately whatever is decided is probably going to require some judicial input. This is not new. Every article about this says this is not new. This has been talked about for some time. Is this likely to work in New Hampshire? We just don't know. We really do have to wait for the legal opinion, as Scanlon is pointing out. Is there any conflicted feeling about this? I don't know. I mean, listen, on the one hand, I understand the argument of indictments are just allegations and you are innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty in the documents case, the federal election interference case, and the Georgia DA case. The New York state charges aren't relevant to this. They're still potentially criminal acts by Trump, but they're not relevant to this. And so it is certainly the case that in the United States, you're innocent until proven guilty. And there's the argument to be made that trying to remove him from the ballot this early, New Hampshire trying to remove him from the ballot this early, is potentially a strategic mistake. The MAGA people are going to see it. They're going to say Trump's being made, a scapegoat. He's a victim. He's a martyr. He's all these things. They're just afraid of him because he's so good and we're winning so bigly and all of these different things. So it will allow them to start saying the Democrats are stealing the election already. The counterpoint to this is that they have already been saying for a while, Democrats are stealing the election already. They said it in 2020. They said it in 2022. They're already saying that it's going to happen in 2024. And it is so plain what Donald Trump did that you could argue that the constitutional violation, even if not a crime in the same sense that theft or burglary are crimes, that it is such a plain constitutional violation. And it is literally in the oath of office that presidents take to say, I will uphold and defend the Constitution, that it makes perfect sense to move in this direction and to say, forget about the criminal aspects to this. Forget about Trump in Georgia or Arizona or whatever the case may be. He showed such blatant disregard for the laws and institutions and the Constitution. Why should he be allowed to run when he tried to overturn the last election that he lost and actually fomented violence in so doing? That is a difficult argument to contradict. Yes, you can contradict it simply by saying the Justice Department has been weaponized, as all of the right wingers have been saying. You can try to contradict it by making the fact-free claim that Joe Biden directed the indictments of Trump for which there is no evidence whatsoever. You can say all those things, but it's tough to fight against, aside from the practical crimes Trump is accused of committing. He did it in public. We all saw it. He tried to steal an election he lost. Why would he be allowed to run again? I want to hear from you. Strategically, is it a mistake what New Hampshire is doing, considering disqualifying Trump from the ballot on constitutional grounds? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment on YouTube or Instagram or Threads or TikToks or wherever you watch the show. We have so much more to discuss with you today.